What it do, Fufu? I'm back with another video, and as you were able to see in the last video, I'm with a child. I'm pregnant. I just came out of my first trimester. Today I am 14 weeks and 3 days. 14 weeks and 3 days. So this is going to be my first trimester pregnancy vlog. If you haven't checked out the last video on basically not so much as how I found out, but going through the motions of first trimester and telling my parents and Ray's mom, go ahead and check that video out before you watch this one. Alright, let's get into this one. This pregnancy has been interesting. I say interesting because, I had a miscarriage. I have a video on that as well. But after having the miscarriage and getting pregnant again, I've been a lot more private about my pregnancy. I don't want to get other people's hopes up because, just in case. But I've been keeping it to myself. I told my parents. Well, we told our family at 12 weeks before. We told them like around 8 weeks. And I just told some of my friends. Yeah, so it's been real private. I told my friends like around 14 weeks. Yeah, at 14 weeks. But some symptoms I've experienced. Nausea and queasiness. Now, that didn't start until like around 8 weeks, and I was doing real good. I was just a little tired here and there from when I found out, like around 5 weeks until 8 weeks, and then 8 weeks it hit me. Like once I got off work for the summer, I was feeling sick all the time. I never threw up. I was just feeling like crap all day, every day. If I eat something, I feel like crap. If I don't eat something, I feel like crap. And it's just been an ongoing thing. And even today at 14 weeks and 3 days, that has not changed much. I've been tired as hell. Like I wake up in the morning, I get a little bit done, I can wash the dishes, clean up a little bit, and then after that, I'm done with for the rest of the day. I eat and I be tired. I lay on the couch all day. And I feel bad because I have Jackson at home with me, and I feel like he's not getting the opportunity to enjoy the summer because I can't get off the couch. Another thing that I've experienced is my boobs got big. Now, I didn't realize that I ain't had no titties until I got done breastfeeding Jackson, and I guess they went down back to their regular size. I was like, yeah, no, because when you breastfeeding, them mugs be sitting on dubs. And I was like, no, this how they always been. And my sister was like, nah, G, your shit was way smaller. So once I finished breastfeeding Jackson, they went back down, and after being pregnant, or when I got pregnant this time, they filled back out. Nipples been tender as hell. Like, don't touch it, don't rub up against it. Hate wearing bras. It's just part of the process. Nipples about big as hell too, y'all. Like areola big, nipple big, all that. I've been when you're pregnant, your hormones be all over the place, okay? So I've been irritable as hell. Irritated with Ray, irritated with any and everybody. Like, I need to stay off the road because people really piss me off. And most people already don't know how to drive. And then with me being pregnant, irritated, they can't drive, I be ready to fight or kill somebody. So, yeah, everybody been getting on my nerves. Jackson, Lil Postel, been getting on my nerves too. He was extremely clingy at first, but now that I'm not feeling as sick, like I guess my hormones have kind of calmed down now after the first trimester, because now I can deal with him a lot better. Like, I'm not so irritated. And any little thing somebody can say to me, I'm ready to pop off. So I like to just stay away from people, keep to myself, stay on my couch. Okay. Now, prior to, like, when I found out that I was pregnant, I was already kind of working out and everything. And then once I made it to about 10 weeks, I stopped because I just wasn't feeling it anymore. I had started this little workout challenge with a couple of my homegirls. That lasted for me about 2 weeks, and I gave up because I just couldn't. I was tired. Couldn't do it, didn't feel like it, and I just laid on the couch. But from 5 weeks or prior to pregnancy up until 10 weeks, I was still working out. I was doing good. I didn't do that before with Jackson. So hopefully once my energy picks back up, I'll be able to start back working out again. And today I'm feeling a lot better. That's why I'm even able to make this video. I usually be taking a nap with Jackson right now. He's knocked out on the couch. That's our spot this summer, okay? Let's see. I haven't gained any weight so far. My starting weight was 150 pounds. I'm still at 150 pounds. I had been doing intermittent fasting up until about 12 weeks. And it was only because I was able to. Like, if I'm hungry, I'm going to eat. If I'm not hungry, I'm not going to eat. So my start time for eating with my intermittent fasting was 10 o'clock a.m. So I would eat from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and I'd be fine still. But now I'm starting to be a little bit more hungry later. So I can still start at 10, and I'll probably stop like around 7 or 8. So it's not so much as intermittent fasting, just, or not as strict, I guess. If I'm hungry, I'm going to eat. From what I can eat. Let's see, what do I eat? I cannot eat sweets. And you know, this happened with Jackson too. I had a hard time eating sweets, and that's not a bad thing because you ain't trying to get big as hell while you're pregnant. It ain't cute. I ain't trying to do that because when it's time to snap back as I get older, it's going to be even harder. So I tried to increase my calcium intake. I'm not really a big dairy person, but I like ice cream. I can't really eat it. It makes me sick. End up buying some pudding. Ate one, made me sick. Bought some yogurt. Ate one, made me sick. So I'm over it until this sick feeling goes away. I try to eat cookies. Like, I try to eat, you know, when you're pregnant, you want to have cravings because like this your time to splurge a little. But I don't have it for the sweets. My cravings are more so salty meats. Like, I can eat steak tacos, cheese fries. Yeah, cheese fries from Portillo's have been my ish. Can't help it. Sunflower seeds, and I had gotten off sunflower seeds. I had been doing so well, but I've been eating the sunflower seeds. Feet been swollen, well, just this one foot, but this has been like this for years now. What else? Olives, pickles, salty foods. So that's how it was with Jackson. So my hope is that, you know, it's another boy. That's what we want. We ain't gonna pray for no boy. Alright, they cut off because I had to clear up some space. But I'm talking to the midwife. We have a trip planned for November. And, you know, with the whole Zika virus thing, it's a trip to Punta Cana. With the whole Zika virus thing, the midwife does not want us to go or don't want me to go. And I was just looking at her like, okay, girl, keep talking, whatever. I think about it. And then she went on to say, oh, well, you haven't completed your labs. Girl, I'm not letting the people stick me if I ain't really pregnant. Just come on. let's figure this out. Get your Doppler. So we did I laid on my back. She was like, all right, let's listen. She listened, trying to find something, didn't find nothing. I'm like, all right. I'm getting irritated. But I know that early on in the pregnancy, it's a little bit more difficult to find the heartbeat. So she was like, all right, well, let's do the pap smear. I'm going to see if I can move your cervix this way, and maybe we'll be able to hear it then. I'm like, all right, cool. She do the pap smear. She do some pushing. And then she pull that Doppler back out. She listening. Can't hear nothing. Now I'm getting irritated. I'm like, what the fuck? So she leaves. Well, she tells me that there's an office down the street, and I can go down there because they don't have, at that particular office that I was in at that moment, they didn't have an ultrasound. So I would have to go down the street to the other office to get an ultrasound to hear the baby's heartbeat. So I'm like, all right. So she goes and puts in an order for that. She comes back and she was like, let's give this one more try. And if not, you'll just go down there. I'm like, all right, cool. And she was telling me while she's listening, well, you got an ultrasound at 7 weeks. So that was a really good ultrasound. The heartbeat was really good on there. I just looked at the film from that and everything was fine. So I'm sure this one is fine too. And I just looked at her. Girl, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear this heartbeat. So she moving it around. And she was like, well, your uterus is tilted. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult because it's more to the back than to the front. And she's steady talking like, gee, either find it or let me go so they can find it. But she ended up finding it real quick for a short time on the right side of my abdomen, kind of low. It took a minute, but she found it. And my crybaby ass bust into tears. Now, y'all know that I'm a G. But I was crying, real tears, like boo-hooing on that table when she found that heartbeat. Like, that did something to me. I was happy. And I was mad at the same time because that little baby wanted to play with me. So when you get here, you're getting a whooping. Just an FYI. But I think that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and do a belly shot real quick. Yeah. Alright, so this is it from the front side. I look big, y'all, and I don't even want to talk about it. Let's not talk about it. Now for Jackson, I was still like right here. Right there with it. Not for this one, child. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say, y'all. So comment, like, subscribe, follow me on this journey. Cause it's gonna be a good one. I'm excited. Talk to y'all later. Peace out, sunshine.